As you may have noticed, global tensions aside, the daily news cycle can be somewhat repetitive at times. Like, stop me if you've heard this before.
Capitol Hill now, the clock is ticking again with another government shutdown showdown on the horizon. Lawmakers facing a February 18th deadline to fund the government.
It's like your favorite old pair of slippers. Except in this case, you just take them on and off constantly. Now, our Congress's inability to do absolutely anything has manifested itself in them preventing themselves from ever passing an on-time yearly government budget. The government is currently being funded on a series of what are called continuing resolutions. Basically, Congress squirts out a little bit of money so each different part of the government at different times can keep the lights on, but no parts of the government have a full budget on which to operate. The one on the table now would fund the government through March 11th, so we won't have to talk about this shit again for another 3 whole weeks. Yeah! Now, the deadline for this shutdown is tomorrow night at midnight. And while the leadership of both parties insists they do have a deal in place and there will not be a shutdown, a certain member has something she would like to say first.
Just yesterday, I had to send a letter to Health and Human Services demanding to know why taxpayer dollars are funding fresh crack pipes for drug addicts. That's right.
That's right. That's Tennessee Senator and lady who gives out pencils on Halloween, Marsha Blackburn. What she's talking about there is a Health and Human Services grant that was given out as part of the American Rescue Plan to nonprofit organizations in cities who assist people who are homeless or drug addicted. It's a small amount of money, and the nonprofits say they need it to help prevent infections among commonly drug-addicted communities, including, by the way, communities in Senator Blackburn's home state of Tennessee. Now, Democrats, of course, do hold the majority in the Senate, so they're the ones ultimately responsible for passing the resolution. But because they only have 50 members, with the vice president as a potential tiebreaker, because of the filibuster, they actually need 60 votes to get the resolution to the floor for a vote. So in order for Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Minority Leader Mitch McConnell to come together and forge an agreement that gets the resolution to the floor so it can be passed and prevent another government shutdown Friday night, they're going to have to first vote on a series of amendments, including, I swear to God, Florida Senator Marco Rubio's Crack Act, which would prevent the federal government from buying crack pipes and other drug paraphernalia, which, again, they're already not doing. There is, however, one great silver lining to all of this, and that is that congressional grandstanding will never be able to hold up against good old-fashioned laziness. Because this coming Monday is President's Day, Congress will have what they call a President's Day recess. So, if they force themselves to stay late and pass a resolution to fund the government, they'll miss out on all or part of their upcoming 3-day weekend. And that's why leadership insists that they believe they'll have absolutely no issue getting the resolution passed on time, thus funding the government and avoiding the whole shutdown disaster. The United States Senate, where we take principled stands until Friday at 5. And then you can do whatever you want because we would really like to get home. It's almost like we never should have bothered you with this crap in the first place. Thank you so much for supporting the show. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Be sure you hit the bell so you'll get notified as soon as our show drops, and you'll never miss any of our videos.